Welcome to this video on Unifield. In this video we will show you how to create a supplier direct invoice. So the supplier direct invoice is a standalone invoice which can be created in a cash, bank or check register and doesn't go through the supply process. It is used for immediate payment of a supply invoice. So that means that it records the supply invoice plus the payment. Alright. So we're here in the example of a cash register, so we will select the button Direct Invoice, and on the Supply Direct Invoice view we can see that the journal was already set to the Purchase journal by default. The currency is the register currency, which is the USD currency. We then select a partner, then we select the document date, which could be the to-date date, the posting date, which is the date when the transaction will be booked into the journals, and then the register posting date. We can also add a reference, and next is to fill in an invoice line. So in the invoice tab we can see that the account was already selected because this is the account which is linked to the type of partner, which is trade payables. Then we select the button New and we start to enter a description. So that could be, for instance, payment transport to the airport. Then the account would be domestic travel. The quantity is just one. Unit price is the cost of the transport, which could be, for instance, $50. We don't need to add a product because this is a service, and then we save the line. Alright, next is to add analytical accounts to this line. So in the analytic distribution window we select the button New, and we see that the destination was set by default, and it is based on the account code that was selected before. Here, cost center. We add as well a funding pool, and then we save the line, and then we save to close the window. Alright, we check again. If everything is fine, we validate the invoice, and if we see that we need to change anything, we just select the edit button, or we can always delete the line as well by selecting the red cross. So we assume that everything is fine, so we just validate this operation. So we see that the system has created a new register line in temp state, and I can always make any changes by selecting this icon, which will bring me to the supplier direct invoice details, and I see that the invoice is still in draft. Now selecting here the magnifying glass take me to the analytical journal items, and here I can check if this transaction was booked on the right analytical account. Alright, that's it. Thanks for listening.